Everybody, I'm so glad to be here, so thankful to be here. I'm from the South Miami, but I represent a whole coalition of people that came from the Miami area. We got Protect the Land. I'm from Soup Kitchen, Miami Houses Project, all that good stuff. So we're here today. I wrote a little something for y'all. I would first like to take the opportunity to thank everyone in attendance and those who could not be here, who have supported us in every way possible. We have sacrificed liberty and personal safety in an effort to protect our democracy. And we are the true bearers, the torch bearers of our nation. So give yourself a round of applause. I'm really happy to be here with y'all. I would also like to congratulate us on the stellar application of our cause, which has been assuredly successful as evidenced by the bill our Florida legislature is currently considering. There would be no attempt to silence you if your shouts were ineffective. So in this take heart, we forge connections here today that will carry us and Florida onward into a new political destiny. The Combating Violence and Law Enforcement Protection Act, hence simply known as the HB1 RICO Act, is punitive, discriminatory, and a violation of our First Amendment right to assemble and express dissenting opinion, the very supposed cornerstone of our democracy. I will share a short anecdote of this past week, of the week that my friends and I experienced here in Miami, and how this relates to the bill. This Thursday, as you can see as evidence on my face, I suffered and survived a mugging by 3 persons in an alley on South Beach, and I would be remiss if I did not mention that there was a homophobic element to this attempted crime. I was able to take refuge in a vehicle and call my support system, not the police, because who keeps us safe? Who keeps us safe? That's right. So, because in my experience, the police have always worsened the situation. And so I called upon the we, and within minutes I was rescued. Now, while negotiating with the assailants for the returning of my belongings, the police happened upon us in the alley and inserted themselves into the situation against the wishes of 20 tax-paying, law-abiding citizens. Upon discovering my identity and begrudging that I refused to press charges, because fuck those people, but above all else, fuck 12. That's right. So I refused to press charges. Upon discovering my identity and begrudging that I would not press charges, the police instead charged me with burglary, criminal mischief, and battery. Yes, I, the victim of a mugging and a hate crime, was saddled with an $11,000 bail and forced to spend the night in jail because the police did not like my personality or my politics. Right? Isn't that crazy? They, as an institution, have collectively allowed a personal grievance directed at a tax-paying, law-abiding citizen to affect the way in which they carry out their duty. They have proven petty, base, and abusive. This is not the first time I was jailed after being victimized. This summer, the police witnessed a driver attempt vehicular manslaughter against me, and instead they arrested me. It is a pattern. They cannot be trusted. The next day, as I lay recovering from the collective trauma, I heard that 2 additional organizers were arrested at a houseless encampment by the police for intervening in a communal dispute of a community of which we are very much a part of. One of the organizers was punched in his face while in handcuffs. The police report states that these blows were given in self-defense. Nonsensical. The very next night, a 4th organizer was brutally arrested for filming police activity. She was thrown in the back of a car, hands and feet handcuffed, and then driven to the hospital, denied contact with witnesses, friends, and family. Shame! Shame! At last, I get to the point at which I am driving. America is an industrial nation, and our culture is forged in the shadow of this. Black and brown bodies, queer bodies, trans bodies, bodies of different physical ability, and bodies of non-Christian faiths are under constant attack. We are constantly singled out, exploited, and transformed into a cautionary tale in the blink of an eye. Organizations and activism is effectively an act of unionization among the affected populace. In essence, we are saying, as our unions do, as a single incident, you will not take notice. But as a collective group, we have the power to demand what is right, what is fair, what is just. DeSantis and his RICO Act seek to manipulate and destroy the collective bargaining power of oppressed group with this bill. Although it is written in such vague language as to apply to everyone, we must realize that we are living in a country which spoke the ideal, all men are created equal, while permitting the 3/5 compromise with the same tongue. We are here today, and we here are not fooled, and those listening must not be fooled either, that this bill will be used to selectively disenfranchise those already needing support, and for those yet unconvinced, it is a slippery slope. Today, it is Black Lives Matter who will be persecuted. But if we allow this as a precedent, a myriad of groups are certain to fall victim to the shadow of this heinous bill. And so I will finish this with one last chant, which we all know, right? We're all going to do this. It is our duty to fight for our freedom! And it is our duty to win! We must love and protect one another! We have nothing to lose but our chains! Thank you very much.